While hiking the Appalachian Trail in North Carolina, a woman stopped to snap a quick photo of the morning fog and the rising sun. She didn't notice anything unusual at the time, but when she looked back at the photo, something creepy stood out. In the distance, barely visible through the mist, was a figure standing alone on the trail. She was certain no one had been ahead of her. The trail had been completely silent. So who or what was with her out there that day? This guy was exploring Pocomoke Forest, one of the most haunted places in America, known for countless disappearances and unsolved murders. Out of nowhere, he got that chilling feeling, like he was being watched. Then, right as he was talking about the forest, this happened.
Hay algo hay aquí porque nomás de repente es un silencio total. ¿Oyeron? ¿Oyeron?
Someone or something appeared to be walking behind him. Fortunately for him, he never found out who or what was out there with him that day. A woman and her husband were out in the woods, hoping to capture footage of the mysterious drones people had reported flying over the Appalachian Mountains. But things didn't go as planned. Out of nowhere, a terrifying scream echoed through the trees. It was loud, distinct, and far too human-like to ignore. Was it someone in distress, or just an animal making a strange sound? While hiking along a forest trail, this person stopped to snap a few photos of the eerie vegetation around him. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary, until he looked at the images later. In one photo, a figure appears. What looks like a little kid standing alone on a bridge. Though he believes in the paranormal, he tried to find a logical explanation. But something didn't add up. The colors, red and blues, didn't match anything he saw in real life. There was nothing in that area with those colors. Nothing visible, at least. While hiking through the forest early one foggy morning, this man noticed something strange. A dark, human-like figure standing just at the edge of the woods. It didn't move, it didn't make a sound. It just stood there, still and silent. There was something unsettling about it. Was it just a natural shape that happened to look human, or was there something more going on in those woods that morning? Lizzie, a fan of remote hikes, had seen countless horror stories tied to the Appalachian Mountains. Curious, she and her friend Alexandria booked a quiet cabin near the woods. That night, around 2 a.m., they were jolted awake.
Mike.
Someone outside yelled "Ayuda," Spanish for help. Then moments later, gunshots. They froze, remembered the warnings, and stayed silent. Should they have called for help, or did they do the right thing by following the unspoken rules of the Appalachian Trail? While exploring an old abandoned quarry, a group of friends noticed a man standing motionless, facing a rock. He twitched now and then, but never turned around. Feeling uneasy, they didn't go closer and left soon after. That same night, another friend driving along a lane near the quarry saw someone in a black coat standing right in the middle of the road. He wouldn't move. Spooked, she had to reverse her car all the way back in the dark because he remained rooted there. They were pretty sure it was the same man. Why was he still there, and what was he doing? Late one night in the Appalachian region, a woman and her child were startled by strange sounds coming from their yard. Curious but cautious, she stepped outside to investigate.
I just heard some really strange noises outside, so I'm just gonna take a quick look. I live in Appalachia, so this is probably not a great idea. What is that? I only know. I guess I'll just take a quick look.
As she scanned the area, she noticed something odd.
Where did that skull go?
There's a skull there? Oh my gosh. What the heck? Why is there a skull here? Hello? Hello? Oh my gosh, I gotta get back inside.
She didn't wait to find out what was going on, or who was making the noise. She rushed back inside and locked the door behind her. Had someone placed a skull there, or was something else going on that night? Brand, a solo YouTuber hiking the Appalachian Trail, set off early after a peaceful night's sleep. The hike was tough, but the views were worth it. Later that day, he scouted out a stealth campsite deep in the woods. But just as he decided to move on, something happened.
Hey, talk about creepy. I was just down at that stealth site there checking it out, talking about it, and I heard and saw a hiker coming down the trail. And I thought I'd stay at the campsite and wait for the hiker to pass. And the hiker never passed, and there's nobody here, and it's freaking me out right now. I've got chills up and down my spine. And I saw a person with a pack on, wearing hiking clothes. There's no way they passed me. Yeah, this is weird. I'm getting out of this spot. I'm telling you, that's yeah, if the animal den wasn't enough. Yeah, this is the spot where I thought I saw somebody. And, you know, honestly, that's the second time today that's happened. And the first time is when I was sawing that log, and I looked over and I was like, oh, someone's coming up the trail. The log will be sawed for them when they get here, and there was never anybody there. And I think I might have just saw a leaf. I don't know.
Chilled by the encounter, whatever it was, Brand didn't stick around. While staying in the Appalachian Mountains, this woman was jolted awake by a sudden noise outside. She got up to check. But no one was there. The porch was completely empty. Then, just as she turned to walk away, it happened again. What was going on? Was someone playing a prank, or could it have been something paranormal? While hiking through the Appalachian Mountains, this person stumbled upon something deeply unsettling. A remote clearing in the middle of nowhere, filled with graves from the 1800s. Many of the headstones mark the deaths of children. Why were these graves located in such an isolated place? And what could have caused so many children to die around the same time? While hiking through a forest trail, a man suddenly found himself in a terrifying situation. 2 bears had approached him, and someone from a safe distance captured the entire moment on video. The man didn't move a muscle. It was a heart-stopping moment. One wrong move and things could have gone very badly. But somehow, he stayed calm. On January 8th, 2025, the team from Haunted Finders returned to a remote forest they hadn't investigated in nearly 3 years. The area was infamous for strange activity, and they were about to find out why. Soon after arriving, they began receiving cryptic responses through their spirit communication equipment.
Spirit talker. See what we get on this. I'm going to leave the app running and stick it in my pocket so I can use my torch because it's absolutely pitch black.
Can you come close to us and make these lights go off, please? That's how we know that you're around us.
You can use the device here in my pocket to talk to us.
Beware of the dark.
Beware of the dark.
Thanks for that. We're in the middle of the forest now.
In the
Could have told
dark.
us down there.
Yeah.
We're on the main road.
Why do we need to beware? Is there somebody here that we should beware of?
As they moved deeper into the woods, the atmosphere shifted. They heard distant voices, soft whispers echoing through the trees.
Is there somebody following us? A lot of different people have seen strange things in this forest. Are you one of those things? What was that a minute ago? Hello? Hello? I just saw you. We're just here for a walk. We're not going to do anything, just shout back so we know you're there. That was a person. Hey?
I wasn't looking that way.
Oh, there's a car coming down the thingy trail. What's he doing down here? There's been no cars from down here the whole time we've been here.
Then, one of the investigators spotted a figure. Moments later, it got worse.
What? That was a scream. Holy shit, David.
What scream?
Did you hear the woman scream?
Yeah.
David, he's walking up. He's walking up the road. He's gone to the road. Get in the car. Oh shit. Open the door. Get in the car. Get in the car. A woman's just pissed and screamed and he's just creeping down the road, Law. Look at him, he's there. Look, he's there on the road.
Right, get him, film him.
David, pull off.
What do you mean?
Start the car.
A man appeared, walking silently toward them with a torch in hand. They locked themselves in their car as he continued walking towards them. One thing became clear. He had been watching them long before they ever noticed him. Could that man have had something to do with the scream? Xander, a seasoned camper, set out on a solo trip deep in the woods. He found a rare flat clearing and built a simple shelter using just a tarp and a few sticks. After making a fire and cooking a quiet steak dinner, he sat back under the stars, watching distant flashes of lightning on the horizon. A few hours later, everything changed. From the woods came faint, human-like cries, nothing like an animal or wind. The sounds grew louder, closer. As soon as daylight broke, he packed up and left. To this day, he still doesn't know what was out there with him that night. This woman was hiking the Appalachian Trail when something terrifying happened.
Oh my God.
A loud, gut-wrenching growl echoed through the trees. To this day, she still can't explain what she heard. But here's where it gets interesting. At the exact moment she's standing still, the sound of crunching leaves continues.
Oh my God.
Almost like the sound was edited in afterward. So now the question is, did she really capture something terrifying, or was it all just for views? These hikers were making their way through the Devil's Backbone, a narrow, rocky trail known for eerie legends and strange sightings. As they walked, they rang a bell, but shortly after, something strange happened. A dark figure seemed to appear behind them, just for a moment, then vanished. It startled them, but on closer inspection, it turned out to be just a branch, casting a perfect illusion. While hiking along the Appalachian Trail, a Reddit user stumbled upon something strange. A set of wings, likely from a pileated woodpecker, tied together with a fishing line. They were fastened to a pine cone, which had been wedged into the trunk of a tree. It didn't look like a random find. It looked intentional. He couldn't help but wonder, why would someone do this? Was it part of a ritual? A warning? While riding his bike through the forest, this man had a horrifying experience.
C'est quoi ce piège de fou là? Non mais regardez-moi ça. Heureusement que je suis arrêté à temps. Parce que sinon je me le prenais dans la gorge.
Someone had actually set up a booby trap on the trail. The big question is, why? Some believe he may have unknowingly crossed into private property and the trap was meant to keep bikers out. A disturbing thought, no matter how you look at it. Others think the whole thing was staged for a viral video, but not everyone's convinced. Honestly, I hope that's the case, because this isn't the first time something disturbing like this has happened. A Reddit user shared a strange incident from their friend's home in the Appalachian Mountains. A man had been staying there when something unsettling started happening. For 3 nights in a row, at exactly 3:18 a.m., someone or something knocked on the door 3 times. Each time the dogs would bark wildly, and then, suddenly, everything would fall silent again, until the next night. They couldn't shake the eerie feeling of being watched. Then, his friend snapped a photo outside the house. Even after adjusting the lighting, the figure in the image remained vague, but it was clear something was out there. But what? A few weeks ago, 4 friends set out to explore an abandoned castle deep in the woods, a place they'd been before where strange things had already happened. But this time, they came prepared. Flashlights, cameras, and a cross. The moment they stepped inside, the air shifted. All of them felt it. A heavy pressure in their chests, shivers, full-body goosebumps. They joked about it at first, but the tension only grew. As they moved through the castle, things escalated. On the stairs, their cameras later revealed something they didn't see in the moment. A shadowy figure peeking from around the corner. Still, they pushed deeper, eventually reaching the attic. That's when they began to hear whispers. A woman's voice, soft and clear. Later, as they walked back to the car, they saw horned, glowing, yellow eyes staring from a window. Terrified, they fled. And to this day, they still don't know who or what they saw. While walking his dog in the Appalachian woods near his home, a Reddit user stumbled upon something disturbing. Curious, he brought it home, but quickly got rid of it as it smelled terrible and he didn't want his dog getting near it. Probably for the best, because bringing something like that home doesn't seem like a good idea. It looked downright evil. Was it witchcraft or something else entirely? While hiking through the Appalachian Trail, a guy stopped to take a video, not knowing he'd soon capture something downright terrifying.
Yo, these trees are crazy. Hello?
No. The scream was so real, so intense, that it made him question if someone really needed help. But what could it be? Was it a person in distress, or maybe just some wild animal making an odd noise? While watching a wildfire tear through the hills near Henry's Creek on her mountainous land in Idaho, Jeanette Empey captured something eerie. Later, as she looked closely, something that looked like a shadowy figure floating above a tree stood out. She believed it wasn't just smoke or tricks of the light. To her, it looked like a guardian angel watching over the firefighters below. Her land, over 50,000 acres, was being swallowed by fire. But that mysterious image stuck with her more than the destruction. She called it the Fireman's Guardian. YouTuber Joey C. TV set out to explore an abandoned house in the forest, alone. As he ventured in, he called out. No response.
Is anybody upstairs? Speak now. That doesn't mean that they'll speak.
Then, out of nowhere, something happened.
I just heard something. Hey, if somebody's up there, I am simply taking pictures. If you identify yourself now, I'll leave.
He heard movement upstairs. Someone or something was definitely up there. As he continued to explore, this happened.
There's somebody walking upstairs. Motherfucker. Who's walking upstairs?
He decided to check it out, and that's when it happened. A sudden noise. That was enough. He ran out of the house, shaken and unsure of what he had just experienced. Was it just a squatter or something paranormal? A student at Penn State captured a photo of a mysterious creature in the woods near campus on May 15, 2023. Considering the area's history of strange occurrences, like the famous UFO sighting in nearby Kecksburg, where an acorn-shaped craft allegedly crashed and was quickly covered up by police and military, it's not too far-fetched. Penn State is also known for its haunted buildings, such as Schwab Auditorium, where people have reported ghost sightings and unexplained glitches. Given all this, the strange photo might not be as unlikely as it sounds. Ian, the man behind Midwest Ghost Hunter, headed deep into the Eerie forests of Appalachia for a special ghost hunting broadcast.
Alright, the storm has passed. It should be a clear night from here on out. I can definitely feel the electricity in the air right now. And here we are. Right when you walk in, there's the first mound. Man, walking through these woods, I feel like anything could just pop out at me right now. Like, from anywhere. Bears, Bigfoot, ghosts, anything. Okay. I don't know if I'm going crazy. I thought I heard something behind me. Hello? Who's over there? I don't know, maybe I'm just paranoid. I thought I heard something, but I'm not sure.
After waiting out a passing storm, he finally stepped into the woods, camera rolling.
Oh, holy shit. Okay. Alright. Okay, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm not going crazy. I don't know. I don't know if I should try this, but I'm going to try walking backwards because I want to see what's coming up behind me. Honestly, I don't even like walking backwards because I don't know what's ahead of me. Is there somebody out here with me? Oh my God! Holy shit! That scared me so bad. That was a straight up voice from thin air. It was as if somebody was standing like right there.
Almost immediately, strange sounds began to echo through the trees.
Hello? My name is Ian. Could you tell me your name? Are you standing in this exact spot right here? Could you say something? You might not even understand me, that's the thing. Oh man, I'm getting really chilled over here. I'm gonna walk up a little closer. I'm coming towards you. I mean you no harm. Oh my God! Holy shit! Oh my God, something just grabbed my shoulder. Holy moly. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to react that way. You just scared me. I really don't know what kind of grab that was. I don't know if that was like a hey kind of grab or hey, like get out of here.
Footsteps, whispers, voices, even though no one else was around. Then, this happened.
All right, here's mound number 2. I'm actually not going to say anything this time. I'm actually just going to listen. kinds of things over here. It sounds like voices, but they're so faint.
As he continued, he heard multiple voices, and then he saw this.
Could you speak again? Oh my god! Dude, that was a face! I just seen a face! That was a glowing face!
That was enough. Ian packed up and left Appalachia. A family enjoying a day in nature took a few casual photos. Nothing unusual, just capturing the moment. But as they checked the photos, they noticed something strange. In several shots, a figure appeared, what looked like a ghostly bride. No one remembered seeing anything or anyone at the time. Some say it was just a trick of the light. Others believe the family may have captured a ghost. A guy went hunting in the hilly jungle in Michigan and set up a game camera to track wildlife. Pretty normal trip, until he got home and checked the pictures. In the middle of a wooded shot, he spotted this faint figure. Kind of glowing, kind of human-shaped. It didn't look like an animal, and it didn't match anything else in the frame. No light source explained it, no person, no object, just this strange, angel-like figure standing quietly in the woods. One night, a man was jolted awake by faint screeching sounds coming from outside. Curious and a little unsettled, he grabbed his camera and stepped toward the backyard window. As he recorded, something appeared. A figure, just briefly, visible in the darkness. When he tapped on the glass to get a better look, the creature disappeared into the night. Unfortunately, its features were too unclear to identify. But whatever it was, it definitely wasn't human. A teenage boy stood on his porch, phone in hand, getting ready to prank his friend with a jump scare. As he waited, he suddenly heard rustling coming from the woods nearby. Curious, he turned his camera toward the sound, and from the trees, a tall figure emerged, walking upright, covered in thick black fur. The boy screamed and bolted inside, completely shaken. Whatever it wasn't part of his prank. Was he being pranked himself, or did he just capture a genuine Bigfoot sighting? Hiker M.A. Journey set out to reach an old hunter's cabin, hidden deep in the mountains. But as darkness crept in, he realized he was still far from his destination. Luckily, he stumbled across an old, abandoned tree shelter, just in time. He decided to set up camp there for the night. It became clear he'd made the right call. A pack of wolves began to circle nearby. If he had pushed on to find the cabin that night, things could have ended very differently. A man was sorting through his late grandfather's belongings when he discovered an old photo that stopped him cold. In the middle of some faded keepsakes was a strange image. Two tall, hairy figures walking through snow in a forest. They looked like Sasquatch, and they appeared to be holding hands, maybe a mother and child. In the background, two more dark shapes were barely visible among the trees. No one knows where or when the photo was taken, and the grandfather never mentioned it. Was it Bigfoot, or were it just people in big coats? Bear and Brandon decided to spend 48 hours in the Appalachian Mountains. They were on the hunt for Bigfoot and Mothman, two legendary cryptids rumored to roam the area for years. As they explored the dense forest, they stumbled upon old, abandoned bunkers hidden deep in the trees. Things were quiet until they weren't. A strange noise echoed through the woods.
It's sort of possible. Shh, do you hear that? Over here. What? What are you doing? Did you just...
Hell yeah.
What happened?
We were walking and somebody else sounded like was walking towards us first.
Really?
Something cracked, yeah.
Man, I'm gonna have to take my hoodie down because I can't hear as good.
Yeah, dude, that's what I heard. Like how that stick just cracked?
Yeah.
Yeah, it happened up here.
This is the bunker. Right there's the bunker. There's the hill.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Ooh, there's
What?
a bunker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Hear that?
By the bunker?
Yeah, another snap behind it.
Okay, shh. Well, because I think we could find the path there, but I almost don't like turning my back on whatever's over here then, if you think something's here. Okay, just keep our ears open.
They searched for the source, but found nothing. Later, more eerie sounds cut through the silence.
What is that sound? Listen.
Do you hear that? Yeah.
Does it sound like a ton of wings?
Sounds like a dragonfly's wings flapping real fast.
But there was like a whole herd of them or something. Like this whole, like that whole patch right there. I still hear it.
Me too.
It's getting louder.
It's getting louder. I don't like it.
That is a strange frickin' sound, man. And it gets louder. Okay, start making your way back. I don't know what that is, but it's taking up a lot of area.
Still no clear sighting, no answers. Eventually they made it back to the car safely, but unfortunately without spotting either creature. And now let's watch this next video.